What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? Hey, it's always a pleasure to just be here in this moment and really be with you guys today. And you know why? Because it's 5 o'clock, man. It's 5 o'clock. You see the backdrop? Battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. You see the hat, man. I love the hat. Battle tested. What doesn't break you build your brand. This really make a statement. You see it, and actually, wow, it really just clicked for me because I just kind of was like, oh, let me grab that. I think I'm gonna wear the hat today. And I was asking DC, I was like, hey, this. But on the segment today, on the episode today, on what we're talking about today, is dream bigger than you are, then become it. That's almost some manifestations type stuff right there. Is not. Um, it is and it's not. That's on some. It is what it is. It is what it is. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. Keep it in your mind, right there in the space, right there. It's right there in the face of you at this moment, this very moment. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. See, I had a prime example coming into this episode. Prime example, most people fail because they don't dream big enough. They fail because they don't dream big enough. Like, dreaming small will get you only to play in small rooms. Dreaming big, though, you get a chance to read. If something don't work, it just don't work. Keep on pressing. You can go to the next thing and dream bigger. See, the magic of thinking big. The magic of thinking big is one of the books I read in my life, and the magic of thinking big is better. And I heard the statement, and I heard the statement. I'm actually coming in with Jules. If you never watched this interview, it's so powerful. Like the same time it takes to make $1 million is the same time it takes to make $100 million. Think about that. Same time it takes to make $1 million, the same time it takes to make $100 million. So dream bigger than you are and then become it. So we were just talking about some things. Extract who you are and stop expanding and start just extracting who you are. Now we're talking about dream bigger than you are and then become it. Welcome to Battle Tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. This is not a motivation. This is a recalibration of your identity, who you are, who you know yourself to be. Oftentimes we think we know ourselves to be a certain X, Y, and Z. However, that's living in your what? Past, right? That's where living there. You're living in your past. You say, oh, I know myself. You knew yourself because every single day we recalibrate ourselves to who we know, like discover who you are every day. Discover like, this is who I am today. This is who I desire to be. I desire to be this. So you see the hat, and I want to talk about the hat a little bit. Dream bigger than you are. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. That's when I came up with this idea. Welcome to Battle Tested. Doesn't break you, builds your brain. Okay, cool. So I came up with this amazing brand. It just came to my thoughts one day, and it was like, okay, it's 10M in 2 years. 10 million in 2 years. Make a statement. Wear what you are. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. Dream bigger with the hat, without the hat. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. Sorry. If I don't turn this thing down. if I don't turn the thing down, my kids, yeah, you already know. You know what it is. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. So we don't get off that. Welcome to Battle Professor. What doesn't break you builds your brand. Because when you don't dream big, you dream small. When you dream small, you stay in a box like this. The box is always boxing. It's this box. This is how big you can go. When you step outside of the box, remember I had the whiteboard? Before I had the whiteboard. If I had the whiteboard, I'll go to whiteboard. Outside of the box, I read this book. Powerful, 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 powerful book. Leadership and Self-Deception. Book absolutely changed my thought process, my leadership and self-deception. Like I received the book from, I was doing insurance, and I mean, you call it a leader, person that this guy had been doing insurance for a while. And been doing insurance for a while. And I had wrote a policy. When I wrote the policy, I won the book. And I just got an Amazon, delivery. I had an Amazon delivery. And I read this book and I was like, wow, this book is super dope. So if you ain't never read the book, Leadership and Self-Deception, definitely a book to help you look outside. And that's where this is right here. You can stay trapped up in this box you have, or you can look outside. You can look outside of the box, inside the box, to create whatever you decide to in the box, because you're going to live inside of the box, but you also have the opportunity to live outside the box, if that makes sense, right? Because you can stay trapped in your box. You can allow yourself to be outside of your box. You can have the power outside of your box to create the box, to build the box and expand the box. See, that's taking it from within. You're expanding the box of who you are in life. Because oftentimes it's a failure in performance, not a failure in life. So if you have a failure in life, that's like, it's really never a failure in life. It's always a failure in performance. If you look at your failure in performance, you are here. Failure in performance, you are here. So it's a failure in performance, not a failure in life. Got it? So our fear is always disguised as logic, and filters. And I came up with something this week that really took me. I was in a space in my journey, and it took me to another level. It's like, it took like from here to like, wow, okay, go put this out. To extracting and expanding who I am. Like, and if you won't do things, you won't dream bigger than you are. So you extract, you got those blind spots in your space. And that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about them blinds. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. Never think I can't do something. You have the ability, capability, intent. That's what we talked about last week. So ability, capability, intent. So if you wasn't here last week, then missed a massive session or a segment on that right there. Just a subject right there. Dream bigger than you are, then become it. Universe will reward you for with your thoughts process. Imagination is everything. Is a preview of life's coming attraction. What's your coming attraction? I know my son gets tired of me saying it and reiterating it. Say, what are you doing after college? I mean, whatever you're doing after high school. I mostly say college. What are you doing after college now? Like, I'm really putting his mind to ask him those questions, because he's about to graduate from 12th grade after next year. What do you have going on? What is it? What's available for there? What's there? Dream bigger than you are and then become it. Okay, you're going to get your degree. What are you going to do with it? Oh, I don't know. I ain't thought about it. I'm going to get it. Okay, think about it. Don't just get it. You can get some in basket weaving. What are you going to do with that basket weaving degree? And that be, so you get to decide. You get to decide how far you go up. You can start here and you can stay here. Play small. Stay in your community. Be an impact in your community. I'm not saying that. Play in your community. Do that. You can be big in your community. But what else? What else can I? If I play from a world of group, what else can I dive in to create for my life? What else can I dive in and create? What comfort creates invisible ceilings. Comfort will create those invisible ceilings, so you keep on looping around. I'm gonna tell you how I were when I came up. I grew up in Mississippi. And I did not explore. I wasn't an explorer. I wasn't a map either. Like, I wasn't an explorer. I wasn't a map. I grew up in Mississippi where I didn't experience life a lot as a kid. Didn't necessarily experience life as a kid much, like outside of Mississippi and the Delta and all of that. Like, and I'm going somewhere here, basically. And I didn't experience, there's no really in it. I didn't experience it at all. I went to Memphis and things of that nature. However, it wasn't until I explored, went to Atlanta, and my first duty station was Japan, and I explored life and what was possible. And I had 3 goals. I think I mentioned those 3 goals on here before. Those 3 goals, I went after those goals. Nothing else stopped those 3 goals. Like, I still had fun. I enjoyed life. I definitely enjoyed life over Japan. Like, I was only a train ride from Tokyo, Japan in 2006. Yes, I had a blast. Yes, super blast. Let me digress a little bit. And I got to explore life when I went in the military. When I was exposed to different things, new levels, I expanded my mind to new levels. And when I was getting out of the military, like, I read urban books, and I knew urban. I grew up in that environment. I read urban books when I was in Iraq, and I continued to go forward. When I was separating the military, I got into personal development books. I'll tell you, like I mentioned on here, I've been successful before, created the space that I was able to, step into my greatness. But it was a whole different level. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. Like, I started reading personal development books a little over 10 years ago. I'm a different person. Like, since I started getting into personal development books, I started writing books. I started publishing company. I started, like, it's like the mind, what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. You don't have to feel stuck. You say, man, I feel stuck sometimes. We have conversations. It's on our language, not conversation, that we put stuff in this world, in the universe, and our word creates that. You don't have to feel it. I don't feel stuck. Quit lying. You don't feel stuck. Sometimes you're just lazy. I'm just saying. One of the quotes that I created, I was walking my daughter to school one day, and I created this massive quote, is, I am a butterfly. I can fly anywhere. I have self-confidence. I can do anything. And I would say that to my daughter, and because she was going through some things at the time. I'm a butterfly. I can fly anywhere. I have self-confidence. I can do anything. And I started creating these different, I'm a butterfly. I can rise above limits. I believe in myself. I can do anything. Just creating a space to see on the other side. I'm a butterfly. I can spread my wings. I trust my journey. I can do anything. I'm a butterfly. I shine with purpose. I believe in myself. I make things happen. I'm a butterfly. I move with confidence. I follow my dreams. I can reach anything. When you place those type of thoughts and quotes or affirmations in your mental space, it allows you to be free. You think about it. I'm a butterfly. I can fly anywhere. I have self-confidence. I can do anything. And all of these 4 other variations, when you place that in your space, you think about it. You are a butterfly. You are not, see, we all have had a journey from survival to legacy. Your legacy is when the last day you take your breath, your legacy gets mapped out then. Did you hear what I said? Your legacy gets mapped out the day you take your last breath. That's it. Like, man, when your lights get turned off, I'm not going to turn the light off. I would go turn the light off, but I'm not going to turn it off. It's just like you flip the switch. Flip the switch, the light comes off. That's when your legacy. Who people like LeBron and Jordan, right? They really say LeBron and Jordan, they the GOATs. You can't, like Jordan, you ain't say Jordan was the GOAT until after he retired. So LeBron, you can't say it until after he retires. You can't say it behooves you not to say. I would behoove you not to say it. And check this out. It's the whole overall picture of it. The journey of survival to legacy. And that's what I'm talking about. When that light flicks off to you, somebody passed away while we was on this call right now. Last 18 minutes. Somebody passed away. Their light got turned off. So I'm just going to dream, because one day, everybody, like all of us, we're not going to be here. One day, it's going to happen. It's inevitable, unless you're a vampire. It's still light outside, so it's a little joke. I'm a butterfly. I can fly anywhere. I have self-confidence. I can do anything. Just continue to place that in your space and allow yourself to grow. And use this journal. Hit the Discord button. Hit the Discord button and download the Discord, the journal. Go and download it. Hey, get it. Get it. Get it. I don't have the link. I know I would like to share with you guys. I don't have the link today for to purchase the journal. To actually purchase the journal. I can sign in it and all that stuff. I don't have the link today. I wasn't able to get that completed because I didn't want to half-ass shit happening, right? So I was like, no, I'm not. Now, you won't hear me curse a lot of times, but I didn't want to have, I just want to get that out there. I didn't want to have stuff out there. So I got you. It's coming. You will have it. Thank you. We are almost there. We are on the way. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Battle Tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. And also follow me on Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0 on IG and TikTok. Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0 on IG and TikTok. Man, it's just having a conversation, a beautiful conversation. Let me see. Let me turn up to the left a little bit. Kick my knee. Let's continue the inner workings of this. Continue the inner workings of it, of just where we are. And, if your environment can support your dream, you play it too small. If your environment, in your little box, we're just talking about this little box. If your environment can play it here, playing too small. You have the power. You have the power to create and develop. You've been given this great power. What are you gonna do with it? have the power to dream big. You have the power to do it. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you. Because you don't get who you don't get what you want. You get who you are. In life, you don't get what you want. You get who you are. You get that? You don't get what you want. You get who you are. Man, I love my hat, man. I would be rocking my hat. You like it? I love it because it says this right here. See, and hey, when I tell you, your dream. I just had this was just a thought in my head. Boom, put it out. Boom. When I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, 10. 10 to 2. Who can I enroll in to create that? 10 to 2. Let's go do it. Your environment can support you. If your environment supporting you, it's too small. I'm just saying. You don't. I just mentioned a moment ago. Your past. I mentioned this to someone earlier this week. Oh, my son. I mentioned to my son, you got 86,400 moments in a day. 86,400 moments in a day. That's 86,400 seconds in a day. 86,400 seconds in a day, because each moment, boom, just like that. You're just clocking it just like that. Just like that. You create the habits, you create the standards, you create the decisions that you desire in your life. What that looks like, I don't know. But you get the chance to, you get the opportunity. You get that. You walk yourself through your current version, who you desire you want to be. Like, dream bigger than you are, and then step into it. Dream bigger than you are, and then step into it. Because it goes back to, if your environment can support your dream, it's too small. Because a lot of people are saying, I want $100,000 a month, but they're doing $3,000 activity. They want $100,000 a month, or say, man, this is my value. But you know, it's like, that ain't adding up a little bit, right? Like I was doing some coaching earlier, mind you. I was doing some coaching earlier, and I was like, I was talking to my mans. And I was like, hey, yo, like, I was like, bro, like a couple of weeks ago, about a month or so ago, you was telling me that you were gonna hit this certain goal, right? Like, you told me you was gonna hit this certain goal. Correct? He's like, yeah. Exactly. So I just had to call you out on it. Like, bro, you said you won't hit this, but I was like, okay. Right. Like, okay. He said that was the most impactful conversation that me and him had, because it lit a fire in his head. Every time we talk, he brings up. Every time we talk, he brings it up. He's like, that's where the switch flipped for him. All right, 100,000, some 100,000 a month. They got $3,000 ideas or $3,000 action. $3,000 action. Identity, actions, and results. That's what it links to. Identity, your actions, your results. Identity, actions, and results. Identity, action, and results. Identity, action, and results. Identity, action, and results. Identity. What you gonna do? The results, you don't have the only thing you can do is your actions. Your identity, they're like, okay, I'm locking in on this. Period. I'm locking in on it. I'm gonna put the action in, put the work in, put the effort, and there you go. I like this hat. I like wearing hats though, by the way. But I'm gonna wear it like this. This is kind of odd a little bit for myself. However, love for you to see it. You're not stuck. I'm slowing down a lot on how I speak, and that's how I'm conveying the message though. So if I need to go back to speeding up, I will, but I'm not. I'm just slowing down on how I speak so I can be able to articulate my words, and my message can be conveyed effectively. So it's effective communication for myself. Just bringing that down. So if it seems like I'm slowing down and I sound weird and stuff, just want to give you guys a disclaimer. I gave this disclaimer last week that I'm working on that and continue to be one. So I just want to give that. I'm just kind of throw another disclaimer out there, but when things are not going your way, you're not dreaming big enough. We have this power. We have this power, and your price tag is based on this power that you have. The life that you're able to create is based on this power that you have, these power in your hands. Your power in your hands, you're able to create a space where it allows you to bend reality. Like I was sharing with my son earlier. I was like, bro, like, you have the ability to bend realities and change some things. You can stay the same, or you can do something different. You can stay the same, or you can do something different. When you have the ability, I gave him an example. I said, hey, you 16 years old. Yo, if you were to go out in the world, and you get 4 girls pregnant, now you got 4 kids on the way. Don't you think that changes your reality? And you get to bend, because you're in a whole different world now. Now you got 4 kids, you're 16 years old. You see the different reality that you have? Let's say if you take a candy bar from a store. Take a candy bar from a store. You get the store, you eat the candy bar. Then you get it, you go to jail for petty theft. That's a petty theft. See how you bend your reality? And those are small examples. You just bend your reality. In a good way, you go out and you win the lottery. Just bend your reality. You decided you was going to buy that ticket. Everything is no coincidence. And like nothing's coincidence. Everything is divinely created. It's divinely created. Like yesterday, I've been thinking about, like, you have this power, you have this innate power and energy that we have, and it's so great. Like, you got to dream bigger than you are. I've been dreaming, like, I've been thinking about this space of NILs and, authorship and all that stuff. I went to a networking event yesterday. Guess what? Bumped into this lawyer that specializes in that. He got an old consulting program and all of that, and he's doing it with the youth. I said, man, let me get your info. So we switched a LinkedIn profiles. Guess what? He coming on the show. He be on the show. We're gonna bring him on here. Hey, my man, we're gonna bring him on here, and we're gonna have a conversation so he can get the world a piece of what he got going on. And I'm excited. I'm super excited about that conversation. Just to have a conversation with a lawyer for one, and then something that's really important to me, and how we can take all this stuff up here, your intellectual property, and take it to the next level. And so, dream bigger than you are. Dream bigger than I am. Like, I get the game on that. Take it to the next level. What's the next level look like for you? Because oftentimes it costs us. It costs you. Dreaming small will cost you your time, your relationship, mental pressure, stagnation, being misunderstood, playing small. It costs you so much. The really is your mental, and you definitely gonna have to get that journal. Don't be forced to get the journal. Just get the journal. You're gonna need it. Mess around with that. Like, you keep on messing around. The song came in my head. Songs come in my head all the time too. Lock in. That's it. Just lock in. Just lock in. All right. You play small, I play big. The opportunity cost is more than that most heaviest thing though. It's like, oh, I ain't really lose anything. Oh, you lost a lot. No, I was just talking about being in reality. You lost a lot. For example, let's give an example. I like giving examples so you can be practicing and thought like, oh, okay, got it. When you take a thought on whatever you're attempting to do, opportunity cost is always associated with such. Opportunity cost is always associated with such. When you take a thought on it, opportunity cost, everything has an opportunity cost associated with it. Every yes equals multiple no's. Every no, there's just one no. That makes sense. Like, it's so wild how it comes together. Like, I told a buddy earlier this. Man, you say yes to something, I'm gonna change your life. Whatever I got going on, because who I am in the world. And I'm still, my journey still on my journey. Hey, I'll tell you, I'm gonna be a buck with you. See, this train is still going. Still going up that mountain. I always wanted to go to Aspen. Side note, I wanted to go to Aspen. What I mean? I'm gonna go to Aspen. Like, it sounds cold, but I'm going. I'm going to Aspen. Going to Aspen. As I thought about the mountain. That's why it kind of threw me off a little bit. But you could choose growth or choose to stay the same. Choose growth. Choose to stay the same. Because choosing to stay the same leaves you with same time you wake up in the morning, same time you go to sleep at night, unable to be a person you're destined to be, playing small, being unreliable, saying I ain't got it, I can't do it. Like, I didn't bring up the article or anything, but I seen Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She got half of the money. You know what I mean? He was like, he was thinking bigger. He was thinking bigger. But she got half of, what she does? Man, she's so powerful. She takes a lot of her money. And imagine this right here. You can be able, when you dream bigger than you are, then becoming game changer. It's opening up. She get a lot of fulfillment. She gives most of the money away, billions and billions of dollars to HBCU colleges, like McKinsey. I think her name is Bezos. I think it's McKinsey now, but Bezos' ex-wife, she gives millions and millions, billions and billions, not millions. She gives billions and billions and billions of dollars away. I say that to say this. Think about the fulfillment when you dream bigger than you are, then becoming the fulfillment that you get on the other side of dreaming bigger than you are, and then becoming it. Think about what the other side, and that's why I told somebody today, it's like, I come in your world, you open the door, you say yes. Come on, let's go. Because like my thought process is like, hey bro, you say yes to somebody that been through it. Like if nothing else happens, me and you, we gotta go to the next level. And we're gonna find somebody we're business partners. Let's go to the next level. Because everybody supports the dream until they see what it demands. Like everybody said, oh, I can do this until, oh no, bro. Like I was just in a program. I was in a program with like 55 people, I think, or 60. I don't know, like 55 people. I'm gonna say 55. Guess what? I think maybe 20%. Maybe 20%. No. Yeah, about 23%. Only about 23% completed the program. 55 people. Everybody supports the dream until they see what it demands. Dream bigger than you are and then become it. I see myself as that. So I created that. My life changed in that moment. Everybody supports the dream until they see what it demands. And so, yeah, great dog. This next segment is sponsored by Renner Strategic Benefits. Renner Strategic Benefits. Email Renner Strategic Benefits at gmail.com. Renner Strategic Benefits at gmail.com. You can see Renner Strategic Benefits. What I was just talking about is, last week, I think Renner Strategic Benefits, they have this amazing bundle. Renner Strategic Benefits, you talk about cancer, which is unknown. Nobody knows when they're going to get cancer, if they're going to get cancer. Nobody knows if they're going to have an accident. That's unknown. Having life insurance, you don't know when you're going to activate it. I never knew that I was going to activate life insurance on freaking October 24. I never knew that. October 24, 2020. I never knew I was going to activate life insurance for my wife. I never knew that. I woke up freaking married, went to sleep a widower. And I said, I woke up married and I went to sleep a widower. I never knew that. So that stuff is unknown. The only thing you control though is the estate planning. You get to know where everything is going. You get to write it up, get it going. You get it going. You get to protect your future. You get to protect your family's future. You get to like peace when you're no longer here. So we're talking about cancer insurance, accident insurance, life insurance, estate planning. And guess what? I didn't hear GoFundMe on there. And two of these are supplemental policies. So basically what they got going on. at Renter Strategic Benefits. They're going to put the package in a bundle together for you. It's going to create supplemental or voluntary benefits for the cancer and accident. Let's say, for example, someone gets cancer, first diagnosis, they're going to get taught, they're going to actually get a check in the mail or get a direct deposit right to their account. It's going to continue to pay off of that, based on everything that they have. So if they got a premium policy, which the numbers just have to run the numbers. If they got a premium accident policy, boom. There you go. Let's say bad. Never want this for anyone. But for example, let's say someone cancer, they are driving, and they have a situation dealing with cancer, and they black out or whatever, they pass out. They have a car accident. Well, the thing about it, they're gonna get, when they find out, they get the diagnosis, when the company, they send the claims in, the diagnosis for that cancer, they're gonna get cancer policy. They're gonna activate that cancer policy. It's gonna instant payment. Accident, if they broke an arm or leg or hurt a shoulder, X-ray, they're gonna activate that accident policy. If it's death and dismemberment, that means if one arm got cut off or one hand got cut off, you're gonna get paid for that. So that's in every incident for X-rays and everything that dealing with rehab and all that, it could be covered in both of these policies. One dealing with cancer and the other dealing with accident. And then the life policy, it's self-explanatory. It's life. It's a life policy. That's a legacy policy. And it's security for your loved ones when you're no longer here. Don't be selfish. Let's get you put together. And then estate planning is your wills, your trust. Basically, your document. So you get to know and tell people what's going to happen in your life after you no longer here, or you're in the grave, or what your affairs look like, what your businesses look like, because we're about to dream bigger than we are and become it. Dream bigger than we are and become it. And then we're gonna have my guy come on here and talk about IP. We're gonna get locked in. We have my guy come on here and talk about IP. Right now we're gonna go ahead and grab this Cali bundle by Renter Strategic Benefits. Go ahead and book your appointment, and you'll get a calendarly, and that word is so tough for me. Calendarly invite so you can book appointment. Okay, this is Renter Strategic Benefits, with your sponsor for today. You get to practice, be the practical every day of what can change your life. Protection, building that protection and having a foundation. That's really the foundation of the growth, and have you stable in the creation of where you are. So those medical bills, cancer policy, they send the money straight to you. That's not the money that goes to the people. Okay, it's voluntary benefits. You get to choose that. Or supplemental benefits. It helps supplement your benefits or whatever it is. So if you got a medical, this doesn't pay medical, okay? So you still got to pay your medical bills. This doesn't take care of that. What it does is it helps you keep those light bills and water bill and gas in the car to get to those appointments. Accident and cancer policy, hands down, some of the best policies I've ever shared with anybody that take care of them out-of-pocket expenses. Renter Strategic Benefits. You can't build a bigger life if one unexpected hits, resets every time. You can't build a bigger life if after something happens, you got to start all over. I'm just saying, dream bigger than you are. And when you do that, so Renter Strategic Benefits at gmail.com, Renter Strategic Benefits at gmail.com. And I was just talking about starting over. And the biggest thing is starting over. If you start over, you continue to start over, That means the execution. You never get the momentum in your space, but dreams don't produce income. Systems do. Let that sit for a second. Dreams don't produce income. Systems do. So when you create that system by having your cancer, your accident, your life, so that's why I say random strategic benefits is key. All right, DC. So dream don't produce income. Systems do. Because you create the system. You create the system. It's like, okay, your thoughts is IP up here. Like I've had the experience. I've shared it on here. It's IP. It's intellectual property, which equal. I write a book. I write a book. I say this book. I'm gonna use this one. Use this book right here. So this book, right? So let's say this book right here. I said this book. That book right there, create royalties for it. I took that book down because, I'm not promoting this book unless no. But this ain't my book. It ain't my book. But you have this innate ability. So people think that's a big word. It's not. You have this innate ability to take this to royalties to legacy. So you go create this book. You create it. I will promote this one though. I don't know if you see it. Got some light going on. This is the journal, The Journey of Being, 30-day guided journal to acceptance, transformation, and mastery. 30-day guided journal to acceptance, transformation, and mastery. You take this book, you take the IP from this book, you go through the journal, get all them weeds out. This is perfect. I'm glad I've seen it. You take those weeds out, take the weeds out. You put it in the IP. So you got all them weeds. The weeds is stuff that's happened in your past that you had to endure. You take all that stuff. You put in the royalties. You put it in a book. Created a book. This is IP. This is IP right here. If you didn't know that, this is IP. It came all from up here. This hat came from thought. Right? You create a brand from it. You are your brand. Just think about it. Listen. Royalty. You create the royalties from it. Royalty and your legacy. When you're no longer here, it goes back hand in hand with that wheel. We're talking about estate planning. So many people that have left this world, legendary people, legendary people that have left this world, they never had a will set up. They never had anything legal set up. So guess what? It got to go to a state court. It has to go to a state court. Now you're getting the government some of your money. You're going to give them, I want my stuff off top, 30%. And wow, okay. But your thoughts become your ideas. Your ideas become your IP. Your IP becomes your royalty. Your royalty becomes your legacy. I repeat, using this book, this is what I'm giving you some systems over dreams. Create a system. You take this book, it becomes ideas. Those ideas become the IP. The IP becomes royalty. Royalty becomes legacy. I created this book one time. I can sell this book 1,000 times. I can sell this book 100,000 times. I can sell this book to 1,000,000 times. I can also sell the IP to it. I can give the IP up. I can sell the IP to someone. Thoughts become ideas. Ideas become IP. IP becomes royalty, and royalty becomes legacy. I'm saying it one time. Thoughts become ideas. Ideas become IP. IP becomes royalty, and royalty becomes legacy. You know, I seen this Ti came out with a song, I think in January he had a song come out. The song is hottest on the streets right now. He's top 100. I mean, like number one, because he's about to drop his last album, Kill the King. So guess what? Like, they were playing that song at the NBA playoffs now. Like, they playing that song in the NBA playoffs. So guess what? For years and years, as long as that song plays, he got a bag going on. Thoughts become ideas. Ideas become IP. IP becomes royalty, and royalty becomes legacy. T.I. is like 45, 46 years old. He wrote music. And you think about music. Music creates. This podcast creates. Attention, like this right here, create. Take your thoughts, make them ideas. Idea to IP. IP to royalty, and royalty to legacy. You get to pass that along. You get to create that for yourself. But you just gotta let it flow. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Consistency. Consistency over intensity. Because you continue to do it over and over and over. Like these books, I didn't know how to write a book in 2015. When I wrote that first one, I was like, oh, I can do that again. I was dealing with, I had a lot of stuff going on up here. I was dealing with a lot of things. But I took my thoughts, became my ideas. My ideas became IP. IP became royalty. And my royalty became legacy. You think about it. My late wife, she passed away 5 years ago. She got books that still come out. I mean, she got not books that still come out because I don't put them out. She got books that are out. She still get royalty from that. She's still getting checks from that. She's still getting checks from that. Like, a lot of, man, that's so boring. That's so boring though, man. Like, writing. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Have you ever tried? No. And you don't know if you know how to do it or not. Because I said the same thing. I hate reading, writing, and speaking. You know, you think about the reality, and it goes back to what I said earlier. The reality that you've been before me and DC met, after we met. Before we met, after we met. Dream bigger than you are, and then become it. Like we had, it's one conversation that we had. We went from there. I gave it about a week. I thought about it. I prayed on it, and I hit DC up with a title. I said, I want to do that. I'll do the podcast. He's like, all right, what's your name? Battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. And he was like, oh, I like that. It's catchy. Battle tested. I've been battle tested. Nearly got blown up in 2011. A bomb landed directly across the street from my compound. I think that's being battle tested. I did 3 combat tours and one humanitarian tour in 6 years in the military. I think that's a little bit of battle tested. I had a strenuous childhood. I think that's a bit of battle tested. I've had my wife take her last breath in front of me as I gave her CPR. I think that's a bit of battle tested. I think it's a bit of battle tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. I think my PTSD of going and doing 8.5 years of military experience and then taking my book information in my brain and creating a story around it and launching my first book called Madam by Night, Secretary by Day, and writing a book with my late wife. I think that's being a battle tested. It's like sometimes we think we're bored, but that's really preparing you for mastery. When you really discover what's in it, discover what's on the outside of it. You know what's in the box. This box you've been living in your life, small, one of my fingers jacked up, so I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you. But one of my, like, you've been living in this box your entire life, and it just takes some key things to really dive in, and not really just take action. No, really take action. Just take action. You don't need no more ideas. You just need more. Like I talked about last week. You don't need to continue to expand. You need to extract. Pull that stuff out of you. Grab this and pull out of you. Join the Discord. Join the Discord and download the journal. Hey. So today we kind of talked about, definitely get your book. I got you. Next week, I got you. Definitely get your book. Definitely get your book. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. Expand your identity. When you dream bigger, like, I'm going to be, dream bigger. I thought about a song in my head, and I don't want to just, the song's still rocking in my head, though. It's from Big Sean. It's from Big Sean, too. Expand identity. Expand your identity and build you some systems and execute. And I can say one more time, execute. Start off with this right here. We're going to dream bigger, and then we're going to expand that identity. You're going to say, hey, man, I need to dream bigger. I need to take these things. I get to take these things out of these weeds out and dream bigger and become bigger than who, and become the person I'm destined to be. The person who I've always been destined to be. And the life that already exists for me is too small now. And I desire to be in space of life where I'm committed to the development and the direction and the change of where I desire my life to go and be and see. And I get the chance to create that. I get the opportunity to create a different version of myself that I'm committed to evolving and committed to staying uncomfortable with. Like staying uncomfortable, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Like getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Comfortable being uncomfortable. Shout out to my man's Neo. Shout out to my man's Neo. His birthday. He about to hit another B-day. Shout out to my man. Hey, Neo, let's tap in. Let's get you on. Get some AI on here, bro. Man, I had a great session today, and hope you was able to walk away with a lot of great knowledge. And so follow me on Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0. Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0 on IG and TikTok. Subscribe to Battle Tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand on YouTube. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to Renter Strategic Benefits at gmail.com. Renter Strategic Benefits at gmail.com, because it's all about this here. Like, what's the next level? What's the legacy? We talked about a lot today. It's a powerful session. A powerful podcast, man, with 10 million in 2 years. It's about what you got. Whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. When I got my bachelor's and my master's degree, aspire, believe, and achieve. Because it's all about, DC, you can take that down. Like, when I got my master's degree, aspire, believe, and achieve. It's all about one day at a time, one moment at a time. Friday. I'm out.